So we're gonna get started on our seeded crackers. So for these crackers, I have some flax seeds, and what I've done is I've taken the flax seeds and I've soaked them. 1 cup flax seeds to 2 cups water. And we're gonna go ahead and put those in the bowl right here. And so these have sat a few hours, and you always wanna let your seeds sit a little bit. Now, if you wanted to, you could get these seeds all soaking overnight. So Lilene, she's my assistant today, so this is her first time assisting. So I'm very grateful to have her. So we'll just put that in the sink. I have some chia seeds. You all know that chia seeds are extremely high in protein, healthy omega-3 fatty acids, and these also are like flax seeds. They get real glutinous. You can just set it in there, sis. We will do those dishes later. So right now we see it's looking pretty beautiful. I love the colors. You know, the colors God made are just lovely. Look at that. Okay, the other thing we have here are some sunflower seeds, and I'm just going to go ahead and put these in whole. We're going to add those whole. And then we have some pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to do something a little different with the pumpkin seeds. I'm going to go ahead and put them in our food processor with the S-blade. And we're just going to get those ground down just a tad. That's a little bit more than that. Okay, that looks pretty good. They kind of a little powdery, but that's fine. These are an excellent source of zinc. You guys know that. These nuts and seeds are wonderful in the mineral department. You know, they're a really good source of minerals. And they're powerful antioxidants as well. You know, we every day in our living, you know, we have free radical damage. And so these are powerful antioxidants that are going to fight that for us. Just like rust on a bike, you know, we have processes happening in us which cause oxidation, and it's the foods that are grown, the foods that God made, that help to fight that so we can stay youthful, right?
I want to do that.
We can stay youthful and protect our skin out in the sun here. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and Lilene has a she has a dehydrator here, and maybe Rodney, you can kind of zoom in a little bit with the phone and show everybody that dehydrator. And do you know anything about your dehydrator?
It's a special one in the fact that it has 2 different motors, and it can be different temperatures at different times. Rodney and I like dehydrated food, and this is an excellent source of making good food.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll have to put that back. And just want to say something here. It's a digital dehydrator, so we're gonna, I've already set it for 115, and then the timer, we've got that going. So another thing I want to add to this is our hemp hearts. So this is going to be a really good seeded cracker, and again, you can have this with nut butter, you can have this with hummus, you can have this for breakfast, you can have this for your lunch. I'm not doing this savory. I mean, I could add some onion powder, garlic powder, but I want to be able to have this for breakfast as well. So with possibly some fruit. So I'm just not going to throw those seasoning in. What I am going to add is a little bit of our Himalayan salt. I'm going to put some of that in here. And this is, wow, a real fine salt. I'm used to a harder salt than that. So we've got this in here, and you know what? We're going to use our spatula. Usually I use an offset spatula, but we're just trying to gather everything we need here at Enoch Oasis, and we don't have one of those here yet. So I have our regular spatula, and we're going to go ahead and spread that out on our sheet, which is on top of there. If you don't mind handing that to me, Lilene. Okay, so let me show you all what this looks like. Isn't that beautiful? Can you all see that? Thank you, Rodney. We have a cameraman today, and I'm so excited about that. Look at that. Can you all see that? It's beautiful. So we're going to put some of this on our, you know what, hand me another one of those. For those of, most of you already know about Dehydrator trays and sheets. If you can just hand me one that has a Teflon sheet. Thank you. By the way, y'all need to thank Lilene, because doing this was her idea. she said, let's do a demo for Bible exploration. I go, yeah. You guys know I love you. I'm sorry, I took a little hiatus. I'm still at the clinic at Lifetree in Coeur d'Alene, and it's busy. We have a teeny weeny kitchen, so, but pray for me because we're looking to get another location. And then when I'm here with Lilene, I'll be happy to do demos with you. But I wanted to show you these trays that come with her dehydrator. These are nice big ones, nice rectangular ones, and it has a screen. And then she has these sheets like the Teflon for the Excalibur. So very nice, and that's what we're using right now. And Rodney, if you can pull out on that a little bit so they can see me spread this out. Okay, hopefully you all can see me. And I'm going to go ahead and use my spatula to spread this out. And there we go. It is looking beautiful. I'm one that likes that kind of random, eclectic kind of look to my crackers. They don't all have to be symmetrical. You know, when I think of the way God creates things in the world, you know, he doesn't make it all perfectly the same size. You know, there's different rocks and shapes and sizes and flowers and grass and trees, and everything's different and everything's beautiful. So I'm going to spread this out, and it's not going to be exactly perfect. We could score the crackers if we wanted to, or we can break them later and have them more rugged looking pieces. I would say I'm making it about 1/4 inch thick right now. That's about what it is right now. And I tell you what, this is some beautiful looking cracker mixture. Lilene was so sweet. She bought a new Cutco knife for me to use, and I'm just tickled to death. This thing is a beautiful Cutco chef knife. I'm going to turn it upside down, and we could score it like this.
I just want to say how
Can you
happy I am that you're here.
I know she is.
It hasn't been work, but we're just thrilled that we got together. God put it.
I know, and we met at Terabella. And we have been fast friends ever since. Check it out. Isn't that great? There we go. So that's going to go in our dehydrator. Here you go, Lilene. All right, I'm going to spread one more out. I am so looking forward to that Feast of Tabernacles, that trip to the city. That's bright and fair with golden streets. That trip, which is 7 days, and we're going to stop on other planets and visit the inhabitants of other planets and be able to tell our story down here on the earth. Won't it be amazing? Amazing journey. Jesus wants to end sin, and I'm okay with it. I'm excited about it. We should be happy. We've got a little pain to go through yet, but there's great joy ahead of us. So these are a bit ragged edged, and as I said, I kind of like to have the differentiation of the edges to be a little different. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my knife upside down And we'll do this tray as well. You can make them little, you can make them big, however you like. So here we go. There it is. Beautiful. Food is fun. Food is art. You know, my kids are all kind of artsy, and I realized, hey, I think they got it for me.